Aaliyah, Butler scored 13 points in the first 5 minutes, 26 points in the last 35 minutes. What was the difference defensively, and how did that eventually lead to your offense getting going?
Our intensity. They just kept hitting their hot in the beginning, so we just were taking away those shots and forcing them out of rhythm for their offense, and then it just led to us having a better flow offensively.
Lou, you've only been here for not even a full year yet, but where do you feel like you've grown the most just with being involved with this program and playing for this team?
Yeah, I think just, trying to find my flow in the offense and, finding my shots, and because it's a total different type of offense than I'm used to, but I think that I was trying, to build up my chemistry with the teammates, and it's building up, and I think trying to always get better at defense too, playing more 5-on-5, man defense. It's something that I wasn't really used to in the past, so I'm trying to also get better at that.
Lou, are you kind of embracing expanding your game a little? Because you had a reputation as being an elite scorer who could score from everywhere, but today you had 5 assists, you had 7 rebounds, which is your highest here. Are you trying to do other little things, and does it feel good to kind of expand your game?
Yeah, it does. The more I can do, the better, and right now teams are going to play me more aggressively on defense, and if they're going to double me or just being more aggressive, I have to do a better job at finding my teammates, and I think that's what I tried to do today, and I'm going to keep trying to do that.
Aaliyah, Coach told us that when it came to preparing for Butler, they were going to factor pain against you, and you've always been saying that you got the jumper in your bag. We saw it a little bit today, but could you speak to how the front court really had to stretch the floor in order for you guys to get the job done today?
Yeah, I think that Butler had a game plan of just forcing us to hit down and knock down those outside jumpers, and I think that myself and the rest of my teammates really did, and made sure that we didn't let them get us out of our flow. There's times where we got the ball in the post, but they're triple, double teaming us, but you just had to be like fearless, almost like a lion, and just find our shooters like Lou outside on the perimeter and kick it out. So I think that we did well half in the second half, finding each other.
Aubrey, it's been a tough year for everyone on the team, but especially for Coach losing his mom and being sick and all that. So what did it make you guys feel like when you saw him dancing there on the sidelines towards the end of the game, and just to give him something to smile about?
Yeah, I mean, it's always a joy when you can make Coach smile, but I think we did a great job of coming back after that start in the beginning, and it's good to see him enjoying himself.
This is a 2-part question. This can go for any player. First, what was it like having how would you describe Amari DeBerry's impact in this game today with the 3 and everything else she did? And what do you think this week has done for her confidence as a whole?
I think that Amari's really stepping up. We're limited in terms of people, so for her to kind of find herself and find that confidence this week, she's been great for us. An extra body that we can depend on, both offensively and defensively, and just her being confident in knocking in them threes. And she got the goggles too, so in that court vision, so she can hit them dimes as well.
Aubrey, I was wondering, you've been the one in the past who's been injured and waiting to come back. Like, how did the team embrace you? And how obviously it feels terrible not being able to play, but how much do they pick you up, and so that you're doing that now for the guys who are out, and you guys stick together?
I mean, it's been a long journey, especially me being out last year, and I think coming back, my teammates have my back, and for the players that are out right now, we always support each other, and everyone has each other's back, so I definitely can be there for them because I've been through that. I know how it feels miss a whole year, so just trying to be there for them.
Like last year when you came back to the team, they all mobbed you in the locker room. That's how you want those guys to feel, right? Everybody's still a part of the team, and waiting to come back?
Yeah, we just try to. I mean, even though they're not playing, they still have an impact. Like Paige, Ice, everyone that's out right now, Yana, Caroline, all of them. They can see and like still help us, you know, and we still look up to them, and we still we're always looking for advice and stuff like that. So they definitely help.
Aaliyah, Coach mentioned that, you know, he knew that Lou was, you know, going to be a star, just with like how impressive she was early on in the summer session. Just what do you remember of kind of your first impressions of her standing out, and just how crucial has she been for you guys this season?
I think one of the first things I noticed about Lou when we were just like playing pickup was that pull-up jumper was just killer, and I knew that we'd be able to utilize that throughout the season. And she's a scorer, so as what you saw, what she put out on display today is what we saw in the summer. So she's a big asset to our team for sure.
This is kind of a silly question for any of you guys, but obviously a lot of injuries this year. Can you explain what it felt like when you saw on social media yesterday that Jonathan went down and that your mascot is even injured?
Yeah, it's, you know, it's almost thinking that there's something with UConn when it's not just the basketball team. So obviously, you know, it's not fun to find out something like that, and we hope that he's gonna get better. But hopefully, we're all going uphill from now, and you know, getting better. And I hope that he's also gonna get better. And Dorka was telling me that she's sending a lot of love and hug and to Jonathan. So hopefully that can make him stronger.
Coach said he knew going into the game that they're going to pack the inside against you guys, and that Aubrey was going to have to play great. Can you just tell the lift that she's given you guys this year as that slasher or defender or somebody who can make outside shots much more consistently now?
Yeah. Aubrey brings that to the team, the energy, the athleticism that we need in most possessions. And I think that, you know, like me and her transition game, when I kind of gave her that pass and she's like splitting defenders and going up, is what we need, and for us to be a threat transition-wise.
For Aaliyah or Lou, midway through the third quarter, the 5 international players were on the court at the same time. Did either of you notice? And if so, what does it mean, if anything, like second time this season?
I personally didn't notice. I mean, I didn't think about it like that, but you know, it's always cool. It's like the first time when we found out that there was 5 international in the starting 5. I think the fact that we have, you know, diversity and people from all around the world, I think it just makes our chemistry better, and you know, getting to know more cultures, and yeah, it's fun to have people like that.
Aaliyah, you guys have a really tough stretch coming up with DePaul in Tennessee, and then Villanova, and then South Carolina coming up after that. Like, are you looking forward to the test that brings? Like everybody, like Coach talked about, everybody has to play, you know, be themselves, and you know, every single game. Are you looking forward to that stretch and testing yourself?
Oh yeah, for sure. I think that it's going to be a big test for us, but we're prepared. And even though that we don't have our full team, we really just have to play to our strengths, and to not let down, and just be fighters. But you know, I think we're just going to go look at it by taking one game at a time, and once we get the one dub, then just move on to the next.